So, what exactly is the flow state? What is this flow state everybody's talking about? Oh, you gotta enter the flow state in order for you to concentrate and actually succeed in whatever you're trying to do. Flow state is when your mind eliminates all distractions in order to fulfill a specific task. When you have put your mind to one laser task, like you set your mind straight, you said you're gonna fulfill this task, that is what you call the flow state. And now I'm gonna be telling you how to actually obtain this stage of thinking when you're trying to work on your craft, you're trying to work on whatever you're trying to do. It's really hard for a lot of people to actually concentrate and obtain the flow state. And what's crazy is a lot of people, majority of people who are successful in today that we know have all obtained that stage. Now, so if you're able to actually obtain the stage and actually hold on to it and be able to work in the flow state, you're going to see the most results in your life. And what's crazy is all of us have all experienced flow state. The whole point of this video is to know how to naturally and with a choice tap into the flow state. If you're able to actually control the flow and work accordingly to your own choice and decision, you'll be able to move mountains. Moving mountains in your career, moving mountains in your hobbies, whatever you're trying to become better at. The flow state is very important. So realizing that all distractions have to go down the drain. All distractions have to go down the drain. That means your phone, this thing gotta go. This thing gotta go. It has to be on DND. Set your phone on DND. If your phone is popping off with notifications, understand that the slightest sound will take you completely out of the flow state. You know, there's been many times where I'm working on something, I'm editing, I'm working, and my phone will just ding, and then automatically my mind is just like, oh, someone messaged me, and I'm instantly kicked out of the flow state. What you need to understand is it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to actually be in the flow state, for flow state to actually kickstart. So when your phone just rings out of it, it is already taking you 10 to 15 minutes to be in the flow state, and then automatically you're kicked out from a simple distraction, your phone ringing, the bell ringing, whatever, anything. If you live with people, tell people, hey, I'm working on something very important to me. Leave me alone for 30 minutes to an hour straight. Understanding that distractions will actually slow you down and remove you from the slow state is the reason why you should turn each and every kind of distraction off. Put your phone on DND. Tell people you live with that you gotta lock in. You gotta focus on what you're trying to do. The other one is setting a specific time for you to accomplish something. Setting a specific time for you to fulfill something. What do I mean is you set 30 minutes of straight hardcore work. Even from 10 to 30 minutes, I would set 10 to 15 minutes first. If you're new to this, you get distracted easily. Set 10 to 15 minutes of you working and putting your mind into what you're trying to do. Just focus. Phone off, just straight to the work and just putting your mind down, your head down, locked in. If it's editing, you're working, setting yourself up. Put yourself in a clean environment. Make sure your workspace is clean. If you can set up a place for you to work that's organized, you have each and everything set to place where you can find it easily, so you don't have to get up, you don't have to stand up and do this to find your pencil, you don't have to get up to find your eraser, you're just locked in. A clean space. Removal of distractions, everything. Another thing that's helped me was listening to lo-fi music. I put some kind of instrumental in the background, something calm, That's why in the back of each and every one of my videos, I normally have a calm, like musical instrumental playing in the background, because it's something that does something to the brain, that relaxes you. It puts you in a calm state of mind, and that moves on to the next one: having a calm state of mind, being relaxed, not too energetic. When you're all over the place, you can't sit in one spot. You can't be in the flow state. You got to be able to sit down and be like, okay, I got to just focus. I got to lock in. I just got to lock in and do this and do this. Anything more than that, you're just distracted. Any music with words, it's pulling your brain because you're listening to the words. You want to be able to just focus. These are all the things you're going to need to enter the flow state. And understanding you want to fulfill a task. What task are you trying to fulfill? Setting yourself a goal, something to work towards, will help you to focus. It will help you to put your mind straight on what you want to do. Just having a goal. A goal has always been the main reason why people fulfill things. And what you need to understand is every time of the day we all have goals. So setting a specific goal to finish something. Let's say you're working on producing a beat. You're working on a beat. You're saying, okay, I gotta get to the chorus before 30 minutes. I gotta actually work. And I'm not saying time yourself and stress yourself out, but what I'm trying to say is be in the flow state of the mind where you expect to finish something at this time, because you're focusing on that. You're doing what you gotta do. Being at that state of mind. And the reason I'm telling people all these kinds of things to be in the flow state is because you just gotta cut off distractions. I think now is the time where you've been procrastinating, you've been lacking on everything. Now is the time where you just gotta make up for all the time you've lost. You just gotta focus now. It's now. It's here and now, man. A lot of people have been wasting so much time. Oh, I'll do it on Monday. No, bro. Just start now. You don't know where you'll be in the next 4 months, next 6 months, next year. You don't know where you'll be. The best thing they always say they did was just starting. A lot of people who are successful, they always say, I'm so happy I just started. I'm so happy I just stuck to it. First thing you gotta focus on is starting, and then the second thing is consistency. Those are two things: starting and consistency. Consistency in the flow state will definitely push you further than you can imagine. That's how I gotta say for this video. This is how you can enter the flow state. If you guys are new to this channel, like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys for all the support. Take care and stay blessed. Easy.